Wow, this is so rich. I just had to do another part of heroes versus villains. And yes, you guessed it, we're still talking of Spider-Man Pt3. Last time I spoke on Venom, and today I'm gonna talk about Sandman. Wow, just really important lessons to learn. And I love this character the most because he's somebody really driven by passion. So he's got a daughter who is sick and needs medical treatment, which needs a lot of money, which he doesn't have. So he becomes a robber. And at first, the first robbery goes wrong when he accidentally kills somebody, and that person turns out to be Peter Parker's grandfather. He ends up going to prison for a long time, and he manages to escape prison and visits his home and his daughter. His wife is not pleased with him. The daughter is happy to see him, but his wife can't understand why he did what he did and left her to raise her by herself. So he would have believed that what he could do for her is get money. But now he's been in prison for a long time and has missed out a lot of time with his daughter. And for a long time, the only way she's known him is through correspondence by post. And yet now he's escaped from prison, and still he hasn't given up that idea, and he makes a promise that he's gonna get the money to make it better. He hasn't learnt the lesson. He still stands on this, that he's not a bad person, just had bad luck. And so the movie goes on until the end, where he has a heart-to-heart with Peter Parker, where he actually confesses, realizing that he killed his grandfather. And he confesses and he says he didn't want any part of this, and he apologizes and explains that it really all happened by accident, a robbery gone wrong, but he accidentally pulled the trigger to kill his grandfather, who was trying to help him to put down the gun and to stop what he was doing. At this point, Peter Parker is able to forgive him because he realizes that he's also done a lot of terrible things he feels sorry for. Isn't that amazing? He understands he also needs mercy, so he's able to show mercy to Flint. In fact, Flint wasn't even asking for forgiveness, but he wanted to explain to Peter Parker what happened so that he could heal. And it's amazing, the whole movie, Peter Parker had been angry, trying to get revenge, but now he's more sorry for the things he's done wrong in his own life and needs forgiveness for. So he's willing to let go of the things done wrong to him. And he tells him, I forgive you. And when he says this, Flint feels at peace, the Sandman, and he turns into dust and is carried by the wind. And that's the end. This is so powerful. It just shows the power of forgiveness. Flint realizes the cost of his actions, and him confessing to Peter Parker allows him to heal and let go of the past and move on with his life and find peace. And Flint confessing helps him as well to find forgiveness and move on with his life and find peace and get things right in his life, set his priorities straight. So with this, I'd love to share with you a story Jesus shared in the Gospels, a parable. He told a parable of a father who had two sons, and he comes to the first son and asked him to do something for him. And the first son said he was going to do it, but he never went and done it. And the father also went to the second son and asked him to do something for him, and he said, no, I'm not going to do it. But later he felt bad, and he got up and he went to do what his father asked him. And Jesus then went on to ask who did what the father asked. And they all replied, well, the second son. So by this story, I believe Jesus demonstrated that what's important is that you get it right in the end. We might have gotten it wrong in the beginning, but it's never too late to get it right. I hope you're blessed, guys. Thank you.